Welcome back to Talking Tridents, a Mariners podcast. Tonight we record after a rough loss to the Blue Jays. Blue Jays take Game 3 of the ALCS and win against the Seattle Mariners 13-4 after the pitchers were just leaving some fastballs up in the zone, down the middle. I don't know what else to call it other than a offensive showdown on the visiting team side, but that was rough. Coming off of the first two wins in Toronto, the momentum was definitely coming home with us, and we definitely felt like we had a good chance to really pull ahead and make a difference in the series. 2-1, still not mad. Would have been great to go 3-0 in this series against the Blue Jays, but this is what postseason ball is. It's two really good teams facing off against one another and finding a way to not let themselves fall into a deeper hole. And we saw that today. The Blue Jays hit, a total of, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 home runs off of Mariners pitching. George Kirby gets booted out in the fifth inning, giving up 8 runs across his 4+. And after that, it really was nothing really changed. Vargas comes in, Fergie comes in, Jackson comes in. They all give up home runs. They all give up some runs, and there was really no way of getting yourself out of that game if you were going to keep giving up runs. So Mariners decided to try a little bit in the later innings as Arozarena and Cowell go back-to-back in the bottom of the 8th with 2 solo shots, but it was not enough to climb that big hill that we built ourselves. So moving forward, what does it kind of look like? 2-1 having home field advantage. I still think we're in a really good spot, and it might be hard to view it as that right now, but we are in a good spot. Taking 2 away against the Blue Jays, a really good team, 94 wins in the regular season, and then coming home and hoping that the Mariners get that traditional home field advantage that we've been getting, but it just didn't happen. So rough outing by the guys, but I really hope that just as the Blue Jays had, they got whooped on Monday 10-3, and then they come back and score 13 against us. I really hope the Mariners can take something out of that book and show up. Tomorrow we're going to see one of the postseason legends in Max Scherzer, and I think our own postseason legend Luis Castillo is going to be a great matchup on the mound. I'm hoping for an exciting game. Fans, please still show up. I won't be able to make it there tomorrow, but I really hope that we can show that we are where we're meant to be and that we belong here and take the series back to 3-1. So far, it's been really weird in baseball across the CSs. We've seen a lot of the road teams kind of taking advantage of the home teams, and it's a little bit backwards from what we normally saw. So hopefully the trend does not continue tomorrow and the Mariners can pull ahead tomorrow. Again, Luis Castillo, he's solid in the postseason, and I think we're really going to have a good game tomorrow. But looking forward, what does the rest of the series look like? There's a guaranteed 5th game now, and there's been some speculation that Game 5 starter might even be Brian Wu. What does that look like? Brian Wu hasn't pitched in, almost a month now? And he's going to be a little rusty, and that's not a bad thing because I think he's even more jaded. I think he's ready to show back up and let the fans know that, hey, he's not going to let this little injury set him back, especially when it's in the ALCS. His last game was on September 19th against the Houston Astros. That's the game where he had that bicep tenderness, and he was pulled out and has been shut down ever since. But in that game he went 5 innings, 0 earned runs, and 7 strikeouts. So let's hope that Luis Castillo can handle business tomorrow and then throw our true ace out there on a Friday night with another sold-out game at T-Mobile Park with hopefully Brian Wu on the mound. But, again, we're not out of this yet. There is still so much time in this series. With the series being 2-1 Mariners right now, there's still 4 more games to be played, and the Blue Jays have to win 3 of them to make it to the World Series. Mariners really need to, get ready and dig deep and try to find some ways to get there. But there's a lot of good things still going on in this team. You saw that they they continued fighting. We saw that, again, Callan Arozarena hit home runs. Harry Ford came in late in the game and got his first postseason hit and his first postseason at bat. We're not done yet. And just as Cal said, we're not done yet. So don't let this loss be what it looks like on paper. If it was a 3-game series, we say we have 2 more games to win the series. Well, guess what? The series is not over yet. We still have more games to go win the series. So I'm feeling good about it. Sometimes a slap in the face like this can really put a team back together, and hopefully they can rally and get all the way there. So tomorrow, again, the game's going to be at 5:30 on West Coast time, 8:30 East Coast time. Game 4 is going to be a big one, though, because if Luis Castillo can't go out, throw good quality strikes, good quality pitches, and get these Blue Jays bats to swing and miss, it's going to be a challenge, and we saw that today. They scored 13 runs today when the first 2 games they scored a collective 4 runs. So let's break the trend. Let's start being the home team in the postseason that can show up and show that home field advantage does matter in this postseason. Let's hope the guys can go out tomorrow, make it 3-1, and if that happens, we're going to be in a really good spot. This is the first, and this is the furthest the Mariners have ever made it in the postseason before. It's an exciting time to be a fan. I'm excited to be a Mariners fan right now. I know you guys are excited too. I really hope that they can pull this off because, man, a World Series would mean so much to this city, to this organization, and all of these players. So let's go out tomorrow. Luis Castillo, let's shove, and let's get it, guys. Let's go.